hours.
I'm like just over the edge of doing it.
Of beating off for money? I mean, go for it. If you can find someone to pay you to beat off, that's a no. Like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I get why girls do it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like,
If I could do it.
I wouldn't date a girl who videotaped herself.
You gotta
this
make
one?
room for fucking moment.
Oh shit!
Where at?
Moment, you can squeeze in anywhere, buddy.
Yeah, man. You want to pop in?
You want to pop in? Spot?
I'll get in like in the middle.
Pop in the middle. We'll make a Molman sandwich.
Ooh, Molten sandwich. Cream filled.
Oh, there's gonna be
Yeah, noise.
It's gonna have some
yeah.
icing and some cream.
Icing and cream. A glazed honey bun.
Ice
Oh, I'll honey your buns.
Yeah. I don't even know what that means.
No one does, but it's provocative. Gets the people going.
That's from Step Brothers, right?
No, a fucking Blades of Glory.
Yeah, I know. I'm joking.
Oh, okay. Not a lot of people know that Blades of Glory is like an underrated one, I feel like. Oh, wow. This is nice. You can hear yourself talk.
Hell yeah, you gotta hold the mic up close to you. You're gonna sound like Michael on the last one. Oh, who brought the Zens?
Oh, those are mine.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Take one if you want one, man.
Hell yeah. I don't do it often, but when I do.
Is this water mine on the floor?
This
Oh,
one's
that's
yours.
mine.
Yeah, that one's...
Sorry.
Yeah, that one's
take
Frank's.
that.
That one's yours.
Okay, cool.
Thank you,
Because I
Molten.
do need some water. I got over here just from fucking work.
Just in time.
Yeah,
you
just
work?
in time.
Are you
That movie.
talking about that?
Remember that movie?
What movie?
Just in Time?
Just in time.
Where it was with Justin Timberlake and had a bunch of,
Oh
like,
shit! No, that
numbers
was
that had, like, do, like, the wrist
Yeah,
thing.
The wrist thing for fucking. That's what, they steal each other's time, like for life. So I remember that. That movie was weird as fuck. That movie was hella weird too because it was like they didn't have money, so you would buy stuff with the time you had left on Earth, which is insane. Because when you think about it, that means people spent 5 minutes of their life on a cup of coffee.
Oh, yeah, dude. Can you imagine? Inflation's a bitch, huh?
Dude, and that's for like coffee. Imagine what someone would pay if they were like doing heroin or something. Then they're taking years off their life while doing the drug and they're paying
But
for
I feel
it.
like at that point, like if you're doing heroin, you're just going to be sucking dick. Like you're not spending 5 minutes or 20 minutes of your life. You're literally spending that time sucking cock.
What, you wouldn't suck dick for 30 minutes?
For
like
30 minutes more of my life?
Yeah, for 30 minutes more?
I would maybe suck dick if they could tell me that guaranteed I'd lose 2 years off my life.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'd do it for 30 minutes less easily.
Dude.
I would,
If the man I get to end this sooner, I will suck the shit out of someone's ass.
Well, then
That's
why
what
not
I'll
just drink like 100 cups of coffee at once? Just
Dude,
yeah, there you
you're
go.
just sitting there like loading them up, and they're just like the guy at the counter is like, "Wow, this guy's really wasting his entire life on coffee," and you just sit there and drink like
dude, why not just get
300 of them.
the ultimate
yeah.
caffeine rush? Just this all
what if,
crazy eyed.
do you think you could still have a heart attack? Like that's like
don't
what's
know.
the health situation? Because remember, like they stop aging at 25. Like I remember at one point you meet a dude who's like 300, but he looks like he's 25.
Was he just like a good businessman, and he was like getting everybody else's
Yeah,
shit?
he was like the main bad guy. I'm pretty sure it was
Damn.
Amanda Seyfried's dad was the bad guy. Who was that dude? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie in a while.
I saw the previews of that a long time ago, and I was like, I know that's the exact movie they're talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah, but they stop aging at like 20 flat, like 25 or
that's what I was
24,
saying,
25, some shit.
Did you have
so,
to
like,
agree to
the-
be in that, or was that just like how everybody was living?
Well, that's the thing. Like, you never find out. Like, did people used to live normal lives and then science came along and was like, hey, we're going to change shit? Or in that reality, was it like cavemen had
Or it's
like,
like-
a timer on their arm?
Vampires. They're all vampires, secretly.
Dude,
And
like
when
when,
they get bit, can't age anymore.
Oh, I'll bite you.
I'll bite you.
dude, like one caveman like smashed another one over the head with a rock, and then he saw the time go up, and he's like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, he just started murdering people to give himself time. That's where, what's his name? Donald Trump got to start.
Dude.
I love how you forgot his name for a second.
I was trying to.
Like, oh yeah, that guy that ran our country.
He's like, you remember that guy? He's the one that ran The Apprentice for the longest time.
I was trying to think, like, should I say Trump or Biden? But Biden looks like he is 300, so I don't think he would work for that one.
Dude, he's old as fuck.
He's real old.
What if you could have that power to live 25, but I would want to like not be 25. I would want to be like 8 years old. I'd want to be a kid.
Dude, just run around
Just
doing.
have a 300-year-old, 8-year-old kid.
Do you
Hide
think
the
you're allowed
fruit
to?
roll-ups.
Do you think you're allowed to fucking like someone that's stuck in an 8-year-old body if they're like in
You get
reality
to
they're
trick
like
someone into pedophilia. It's
they're
like,
like-
oh, I'm 300 years old.
and they're like, no, I'm not fucking 300, idiot. You just fucked a kid.
That would be scary though, because like think about it, dude. If everyone looks like they're 25, you just go to the bars and you hook up with a girl and you're like, oh, this is great. And then you go home and you meet like 4 generations of her children and you're just like, what the fuck did I just get into?
So my girlfriend's been like obsessed with Vampire Diaries recently. And that's pretty much the exact premise of Vampire Diaries. It's these 1,000-year-old vampires going back to high school because they all got bit when they were 17 and fucking these 17-year-olds and then turning them into vampires so they can go and fuck other 17-year-olds and then turn them into vampires.
Where do the werewolves come in?
I don't know. They're hybrids and other shit. They got weird blood, and then they come in, and then they fuck each other, and then they kill each other, and then they fucking kill and fucking kill. Dude, it's weird, man. But yeah, that's all it is this weird pedophilia shit.
I have a bit about that where I say that fucking pedophiles are the vampires of the monster universe because everybody that they do it to eventually becomes one.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you, like, here's the thing. I'm 28 years old. I can't date anyone younger than 21 because it's just bad because fuck them, they're annoying. Can you imagine being 1,000 and dating someone 500 years younger than you?
Dude.
I'd be like, you're an infant,
Yeah,
you
but the only-
500-year-old
But you're still
loser.
dating a 500-year-old if you're
Yeah,
1,000.
but it's just
The only
like,
other person that's like old enough to understand you hates your guts.
yeah,
Right.
But it's like it's the immaturity part of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what if you still got dementia and shit when you're like 80, but you're like a 500-year-old person? It just got progressively worse.
Oh, my. Yeah, imagine like, so you get dementia at like 75, but then you can't die, so you just have to live for 1,000 years not knowing what's going on.
Dude, that would be so fucked up. Like, I thought that it was like...
That's what Joe Biden's doing.
Dude, he's literally just getting like pushed out, and it's like the fucking Looney Tunes shit where they're like take him off with the cane whenever he's like walking the wrong way.
Or when he's shaking hands with ghosts.
Dude, that's,
I mean, say what you will about his governance, but he's great for comedians.
dude, he's funny. But Trump was a funnier president.
Oh, Trump was
was
funny.
way funnier.
Trump was funny because he said funny things. Biden's funny unintentionally.
Yeah, it's just like, damn, we really put this guy in, but it's like, fuck.
Yeah, he's like the autistic kid in middle school. Like, he's funny, but he doesn't know he's being funny.
You know, I still think Kanye has a running for president.
Yeah, of course he is.
Did you
And
see
I will
he
be
got
voting
married?
for him.
He
Yeah,
got married again. I did see
He
that.
got secretly married in Utah. Of course, he went to fucking. You know, that's where he was hiding out. He was hiding in one of those fucking like underneath one of those arches.
I mean, Post Malone lives there too.
Oh, I bet all the rich people are stealing up all the land.
Oh, for sure, for sure
You
they
know?
are. Bill Gates owns more farmland, private farmland, than anyone else in America.
Oh, dude.
that's what I would do if I was rich. I'd be like, I'm about to have my own fucking country. Just be
make
like,
it-
all right, you guys don't like Microsoft this week? All right, well,
Shut it off.
farmers don't harvest a goddamn thing. We'll see how much they like Microsoft after that.
Oh, you bought your son a PlayStation for Christmas?
Oh, okay, I see how it is. Don't sell to the specific people. Like, if he could dictate whenever it gets to grocery stores, like ban people from buying that shit. It's like the grocery store's full, but he's like, nah, you guys
You guys
are
don't
not
get
cool.
flour this week.
Dude.
Dude, that's basically like, if you want to get conspiratorial, I feel like that's kind of what a lot of, not like Bill Gates specifically, but rich people in general, like think about it, dude. If you have $200 million, what else do you do but just buy shit and control shit? Like what else? Like you can only fuck so many Thai hookers before you're like, I need something new.
Dude, I feel like that's the natural progression because, like, once you can buy anything, you're like, all right, well, I can have whatever I want.
Exactly.
Now, what else do
Well,
I want?
that's why
Power.
they're going to Mars now.
Exactly. Yeah,
Dude.
yeah,
They're
exactly.
like, fuck this planet.
But dude, he's not even going to Mars. He's like, no,
Oh, it's
I'll
all
send other
bullshit.
people. Dude, if he gets like convinces people to go to Mars, you have to wonder how much those people fucking hated their life on Earth. If they were just like, yeah, I'll go to like
Yeah, they're
Mars.
all lonely, depressed scientists by themselves that have like, I have no other better choice. This is my destiny. This is what I need to do. Eat potatoes and throw away shit.
Dude, the girls that they're gonna get to go on that are gonna be so hideous that you're not gonna want to start a family.
Yeah, they're
with
all
them.
your.
Oh, no.
It's all your frumpy, you know.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Or even you have that one occasional semi-hot like she-it ones.
Dude, they do it in Florida, like all that NASA shit. So what they would have to do is like just set up a fake bar in Miami so they get like hot chicks to like walk in and then just like shut the door and send the rocket up. And then they're like, yes, this
We
is
got
awesome.
him. We got him, boys.
Dude.
Or do you think they'll run it like a sperm bank where they just like collect people's samples and just like put it in the women's vaginas or something?
Bio sleep on the way to Mars.
Dude.
Yeah, we got to put you in a chamber.
How long do you think it would take to get there?
To Mars?
Yeah.
Maybe like 6 months, maybe a year.
Yeah,
I'm not a scientist.
it's a long time.
That would take a minute, dude. And you're in space with no fucking gravity, just floating around, getting like your bones shrunk and shit.
Ooh,
You know what'd be the
yeah.
worst? If you found out you were pregnant during the flight to Mars.
Oh, that kid's not making it. Maybe that's the
I don't
future of
know.
abortions. Like every time a woman wants an abortion in the
Beam her off into
future,
space.
we just all right.
Dude,
That'll be cheaper than a coat hanger in the future.
it's like sending her in a microwave.
Oh my god.
Dude, have you heard my my Plan B bit where it's like, oh yeah, there used to be a Plan A, but it's actually twice as effective as Plan B. It's just not as commonly used.
The stairs.
I kind of did your own version of that joke on Wednesday. Remember?
Dude, we did the set swap, and that shit was
yeah.
so fucking funny.
How
It was
was that
legit.
one?
It was legit.
It was kind of dead.
was fun.
There was a
It
girl
was a
that
dead night. Yeah.
yeah, there was a girl that I was like trying to like have relations with that like found out about it, and she's like, oh yeah, me and my friends are coming, and I was like,
Fuck.
and like I guess like she's like semi woke, but not really, but she was saying that her friends are like pretty woke, and I was like,
Don't come.
I mean, like, she was like saying we're coming, and like I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, we're like on the way, and I was like, oh, okay, and fucking. They show up and like they're sitting there watching it, and like I just felt like I ate shit, and like I did all right, but it was like fuck, dude. I was looking back and they weren't laughing like the entire time. And then like afterwards, like they're like, no, we were laughing, and I was like, definitely not loudly.
Yeah, I can see everything from up here. You guys weren't laughing.
Dude, they were in the back with the lights off, so I kind of couldn't tell, but I was like, I
right.
don't think they were. But they were laughing at some of the people that went up that did bad and shit, and it was just like they're like, it was funny to see people do bad, and I was like, yeah.
I feel like there's a few people who just go to shows just to see people bomb. Like they want to just watch someone eat shit.
Dude.
It's fun.
It is fun.
Honestly, the people that you know who does that, teenagers. That's the only reason they go to
yeah.
open mics, because they're like, we want to watch our cringe today.
Well, that and to throw coffees at people.
No, dude.
They weren't there for that.
Did someone throw a coffee at you?
Oh, you've never heard this story?
Yeah, someone threw a latte in my face.
Like a hot one?
No, it was an iced one. Dude, if it was a hot one, they would've-
That would you.
that would fucking be.
Wait, when was that?
This is like a year and a half ago?
Yeah, it was
a
like-
while ago.
It was
It was before I was hosting at Coffee and Comics.
like
Bobby
what
was still
joke did you
hosting.
like April? No, you
So-
were guest hosting. Bobby wasn't there.
No, Bobby was there. He was hosting.
Was he? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I was only doing 5 minutes.
So it was like like March, April of last year,
Something
or
like
21, I guess now. 21.
yeah. It was a while ago.
No, it was. It
so-
was. It was so funny.
So, well, okay. So I walked on a landmine. Okay, I didn't. So what happened? I do this stupid line. I don't do it anymore. I should do it more often.
Oh, you totally should. It was hilarious.
I do this line where I'm like, "There's no pussy that isn't mine.
Oh my god.
There's only pussy that isn't mine yet." and I said that, and these two girls right on the front row said out loud, "Well, that's not true." Loud enough for everyone to hear. So I'm like, well, you want to fucking challenge me on that shit? How much pussy do you get? And I asked her. She was like, well, a lot. I was like, okay, cool. She's answering the question. I can answer more. I will proceed. So,
Wait,
then
so she's obviously a lesbian? Is what, like,
Well, just wait.
so then my next question after she said a lot was, well, are you going to go home and scissor your friend after this?
oh my god.
And then she said, sir, I am 15.
Oh my god.
I asked a 15-year-old girl if she was going to scissor her friend. I immediately got super embarrassed because I asked a 15-year-old girl. And so I walked to the other stage, and then I say, I'm going to go home and kill myself because that was true. And then I went off stage. I apologized. Unfortunately, I was like the first comedian to go up. So then every other comedian after me kept talking to them and bringing it up and shitting all over them. this.
I was one of them.
Yeah, you were one of them.
Oh my god.
I think I remember Brandon saying something too.
I think Brandon said something.
Yeah.
Sai said something. Maybe Lewis. I don't know. There was at least like 4 or 5 of us who
It was
engaged
too
with these
many.
women. Well,
Did they keep on going in on it, or were
So
they just sitting there mad?
Kind of. They kept on embarrassing them.
Yeah,
that's what
pretty
they
much.
did.
Well, because when I was talking to him, so one of them, I think it was a little later than March, April. I think it was like May, June of 21. So at this point, like the pandemic started like coming to a close, so to speak. You know, people stopped wearing masks or whatever. And one of the chicks was still wearing a mask. So I was like, all right, what's the deal with the mask? Like, why are you still wearing it? Like, trying to see if she would give me anything. And then she said apathy. Which exactly, that's what I did. My facial expression was just like, what? And I just said, all right, I'm going to just leave you guys alone.
That's a strange way to answer that question.
That's what everyone should have done is leave them alone.
Apathy.
So I don't know if you could see this from where you were sitting that night, but like with 2 comics left, she goes over to the bar, orders the largest iced coffee available.
She bought a new coffee just to throw it in my face. Just to throw it in my face.
Jesus Christ, that is
What a baller move.
Did she walk out right after that?
You're getting in business.
So what happened is after the show ended, I was talking to another comedian at the corner of the bar, and I saw one of them come out of the corner of my eye because I saw that they were about to leave. I already apologized to them as I was getting off stage because I was embarrassed. I'm like, oh, I see them. Let me apologize again. And as I start to apologize, she said, "You're a fucking asshole," opens the lid, throws it in my face, immediately walks out. And you told me that she said, I didn't hear this, but what she said, "You should never talk to women." That's what she said to me.
What?
And both of them immediately left.
She said, "You're an asshole," threw it at him, and then, like, as she was walking out, the door was open, and she just turned back real quick and yelled, "And you should never talk to women!"
Oh, dude, that'd be pure red rage.
Yeah.
Well, the girl working the coffee counter, like, didn't see it happen, but she heard about it and immediately hopped over the counter and was like, "Where's this bitch at?
Yeah.
Where's this bitch at?"
So I remember that. I'm really good friends with her. She came out of the counter. When the drink was thrown in my face, I was just on
shock.
another planet. I didn't know what was happening. And then I see her right in front of me, super pissed. She's like a really small, like, woman, but she gets super pissed. I was like, oh, she's angry. Oh, I'm really wet. Oh, she's really hot when she's angry. Oh, I'm super hot. God, I got a drink thrown in my face, and that's what like brought me back to reality.
Yeah, I got a drink thrown in my face. Ooh, I'm all wet and sticky.
And not the fun kind.
I mean, it's fun afterwards. It wasn't fun in the moment. She left a review the next day.
She left
Coffee
a
and
review.
comics or of the
On
open
Coffee
mic?
and Comics. So it's been deleted because you have to be 18, but I can show you the review afterwards or whatever. I can show you a picture of the review. But what she said essentially, I thought this was a safe space for LGBTQ youth. I was verbally assaulted by this comedian. Despite the fact that she literally assaulted me, you know. But you know what's crazy? She said she left it 2 stars, not 1.
I was gonna say, what would have had to have happened to get it 1?
The 2 coffee she got.
Yeah, so she said the alternative milk options were nice though.
Okay.
So she's like, I'll at least give the coffee shop some credit. This comedian ruined it, but you
We
know,
lost.
oat milk's pretty dope.
Oh, there we go.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
She
You
was
guys-
Will
wild.
Smith and people before
Yeah,
Will Smith.
yeah. Dude, you know what's wild? Ever since that, I'm a little bit paranoid if I come across her in public. Like if I'm just like walking across the mall, I don't want to see her.
Oh, dude, if you saw her and she tried to do anything else, you could just beat her ass.
Well, not
No,
yet.
I can't.
Not yet. It was 2 years ago, so she's theoretically 17 right
Age
now.
of consent is 16.
If we not for a fight.
Oh my god.
I can't
right to
fight her,
the
but
fight.
I could have sex with her.
I can't just walk up to a 16-year-old and start beating his ass. Age of consent.
Just make
I
her
just-
fall in love with you and then break her heart and be like, "That's for that fucking coffee, you whore."
Oh,
Dude,
Yeah, I play the long game, man.
Jesus Christ, dude. What's the worst like crowd interaction you've ever had? Wait, was that your worst, or has there been anything beyond that?
I've had a lot of really bad ones, but I think that's the worst. Yeah.
What's the worst one you've had?
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, like, other than not doing good on stage,
Nothing really major.
I mean, like,
so every single time you go on stage?
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, it doesn't hurt as much anymore. But no, I mean, like, I've had a few guys who, I don't know, like, heckled a little bit, but nothing to the point where it's like, oh, wow, this is bad. It's always been something where it's like, well, I'm just having a bad set. It is what it is. That guy's being an asshole. Whatever. You know, like, it's never been anything like getting a drink thrown in my face.
Have you ever had a drink thrown in your face, Frank?
No, but as soon as I walked on stage, I heard this lady go, man, this asshole. And then I went, I had just grabbed the mic and I go, huh? And then like looking at her and she goes, and then they all start laughing. And then I proceed to go into my set and then just not the best 5 minutes I've ever done. But like halfway through it, she goes, fucking shut, like, they're like, shut up. And I was like, what the fuck? And like, I was trying to do crowd work with them and they just totally did not.
They weren't helping.
No, they were not into it. Yeah.
That's a weird thing, like with crowd work. Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah, don't do crowd work with people that you already know hate you.
Yeah, you gotta try and make them laugh with your bits.
Crowd work is when people are already like nice, on your side.
That's what I think of this.
Oh, dude.
Sorry, that's gonna stink. I ate a burrito for lunch and it just has ruined.
Bro, I worked construction for 3 years. It can't be worse than a porta potty.
Dude, I feel
right now I've had it's been explosive today.
Would you rather have one of your legs broken by like a mobster or have a porta potty completely full, like tip over while you're in it?
One time,
porta potty.
So I've never had one tip over on me, but one time, so a lot of the guys I worked with were like, they're all great dudes, but construction is literally just like blue collar dudes making fun of each other all day and pulling pranks on each other because the work sucks, so you got to make it go by fast. So we used to take firecrackers and we drop them down the little chimney of the porta potty.
Oh my god. Some jackass shit.
Oh, dude, for sure. So one time I was in the porta potty taking a shit. And I'd just gotten a guy like a week before, so this dude was pissed because I guess I got him bad. And he got a fucking M80 and dropped it down the fucking... He dropped it down, and I heard like commotion happening or whatever, so I immediately stood up. But I didn't have time to shut the seat in time. So my entire backside just got covered in fucking blue porta potty water and shit into it. I mean, it was nice because it was at 11 a.m., so I got to go home.
Oh my god, it's horrible, dude.
Oh, yeah, no.
Every single day you just start throwing M80s just so you can go home early.
I used to leave ketchup packets underneath toilet seats at like restaurants and shit. Like, I would go into the bathroom, go into a stall, place it, and then go into another stall and just wait till they hear it. Like, as we're having a family dinner, just so I can hear a reaction. I got in trouble a lot because I brought it home once, and I got my mom as soon as she came home from work. she beat my ass. I was like, oh, shit. That's still funny. It's still like such a harmless prank to do.
Oh yeah, ketchup packets.
Dude, ketchup packets.
I've never heard of anyone doing anything like that.
You know what? You've never heard of ketchup packets?
Gets ketchup all over the back of the fucking shins.
It's funny to do it in a men's room too, because like no one's like if you do it in a women's room, like I don't know, a couple times I've been in women's rooms, I've seen like, oh, there's a little bit of blood. Someone's got a heavy flow, whatever. But if you do it in a men's room, like, no one's expecting red. Like, you see red in a men's toilet, you're like, fuck, this guy's got colon cancer.
What did I eat?
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was that burrito.
Dude, I've pissed blood before. It's not good, man.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, what did you do?
I bruised my kidney snowboarding.
Oh, my God.
Did you, like, go to the hospital, or did you already know that you bruised your kidney, and he was like, you might piss blood?
So I wrecked snowboarding. I like fell on some ice and I knocked the wind on myself, and it was like the most painful like 5 minutes of my life.
Oh my god.
But after that, then I was mostly fine. So I just did some more runs. Didn't know I bruised my kidney, went to work, and then I went to the bathroom while I was at work, waiting tables, and then I looked down because Apparently, I sit down when I pee.
You treat yourself.
I love how you said, apparently, I sit down when I... Like, you don't know how you pee.
Apparently.
Allegedly, I sit when I pee.
Contrary to popular belief, I sit down when I pee. But then I just like looked down and it was just a pool full of blood. And then I looked down at my dick and it was just blood dripping out of my head. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm dying. I have to go.
Did you like flush it or did you be like, come look at this? Like, I'm pissing blood. I want you to see this.
Guys,
I should have forced my manager to like, look at this shit right here.
Dude, because I wouldn't want them to think I was a liar. I'd be like, dude, this is going to sound crazy. I need you to come look at this.
No,
like, I
he
just pissed
immediately-
this.
I don't think I would just make that up because it's really embarrassing to be like, hey, I'm pissing blood.
Yeah, there's easier ways to get out of work.
And also, that's a really dick move to be like, prove it.
Dude, you're like, I flushed
Prove
it.
you're
He's like-
having kidney failure.
He's like, you just got to stay here.
Yeah.
That'd be awful.
No, I drove myself to the emergency room and they're like, oh, yeah, you bruised your kidney. Just don't drink for a little bit, I guess.
God damn.
Awful.
I have no clue where your kidney actually is.
It's on your backside.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, yours is.
mid-back.
Mine isn't.
Yeah, will you get
Yours
up and turn
isn't?
around for us?
No, my organs are like fucking everywhere.
Discombobulated.
Yeah, will you
Dude,
get
when
up
I
and turn around for us?
when I was 5, I had to have exploratory surgery just to move around my organs because I had like small intestines wrapped around my stomach. Like I shouldn't have been alive, man.
You're fucking snaking yourself.
Yeah. It was fucking wild.
God damn. Wait, so they just like move them around and they're like, oh, we'll see
Yeah,
if
they're
this
like,
works.
I think this is better.
This looks more like the picture.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Dude,
Yeah.
it's good that happened now. Like, if you lived in like the 1700s and they were like trying to do a fucking organ
If-
reassignment,
Oh, it's not happening.
That's not happening then.
Yeah.
If I was born like a year before, I would have been dead. There's no fucking
you would have
chance.
perished.
Yeah, because of medical advancements, there's no fucking way.
Yeah, forget
No
about
way.
the 1700s. If it was 92 instead of 93.
94. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What would be the worst time in history to be alive?
Probably during the medieval times, dude. Because like that's like from 500 to like 1500. But like if you're going specifically, I'd say like 1300 because there's like the Black Plague.
Yeah, the
fucking
Black Plague was
volcanoes
rough.
going off.
Yeah, the Black Plague was shitty. Well, 500 AD was like one of the worst years ever, apparently, because there was like a mini ice age, so none of the crops grew. The Roman Empire fell. Tons of people starved. Like, it was just awful. And then it didn't get better until like the 1600s. Like, life was just shit for like that's so crazy to think about. Like, imagine if like the Dark Ages didn't happen. Like, if like the societal technology, I guess.
Oh, really? What you can say like shit like really ended in the 1600s, but you know what was really like used in the 1500s, like 14, 15, 1600s? Slavery.
Yeah, that wasn't
They're
great.
using that, but I
That
mean,
was
there's-
pretty bad.
They went from one
Well, I
dark
mean,
age to another.
But to be honest,
There's so much slavery now.
Yeah, slavery is like it didn't go away, dude.
that's
Like
not-
you go to
Oh, no,
seriously,
but like, yeah,
you go to Libya today.
that joke fell away from Kerplunk. Oh shit!
Yeah,
One dark age to another. Here we go. Hey, what's up, Jim Bros?
Oh,
Where you
shit.
guys at?
I just got the joke there.
Thank you.
That happened during the French Revolution too, where a volcano in Iceland went off and like the
Oh,
global
shit.
temperature dropped like a bunch, and people were like freezing to death, and there was like no crop, like no food, so they couldn't even feed themselves. And then the king was like, "Well, we're gonna need a little bit more from you guys now because we're like running out of shit here."
Right.
And then everyone was like, "Yeah, it's time to fucking oust this motherfucker."
We're getting the fuck out.
Dude, could you imagine a fucking forest fire back then?
No,
Must
it
have
just
been so
burned.
scary.
Imagine a city fire. Fuck a
Bye.
forest. Imagine a city.
Oh my!
They didn't have running water, so they're just
Yeah,
like, "Well,
like-
I guess we have to stand outside our village and wait for this shit to burn out."
I can't even imagine that.
Dude, or if especially if like lightning struck a building and that caught it on fire, people would literally think that like God hated them and was like trying to punish them. Like,
Right.
Just like the misinterpretations of shit. Like a plague comes and like God hates us right now.
Yeah, but it would be like something specific. It's like, who cheated on their wife?
Dude, yeah, they're like, who the fuck? There's a
And
witch
then
here.
there's always someone, so they're like, oh fuck, it was me. I just killed our family.
And then to fix it, they throw someone down a well. Like, oh, this will make them happy.
We're like, we got to sacrifice 3 of somebody's firstborn children. And it'll make it
And
better
to
for
go.
the rest of us.
Do you think you'd ever be raptured?
Fuck no. Like, you mean like brought up to heaven?
Like if the rapture ever happened, do you think you'd be one of the chosen ones?
I would
like,
be one
I
of the
got
dumbasses
fuck
here
no,
that's
I
scared as
wouldn't
fuck.
be.
I mean, like, I got baptized, so I don't know what that does, but
I know, me too, dude.
You know what'd be funny?
I got my communion done.
we're getting it.
Dude, I would be down here scared as fuck. I'd go to my friend Jake's house because he would also be here in hell. And fucking, he has guns, and I would get his pistol and I would shoot myself in the head because I don't want to live in
Literally.
apocalyptic times.
I get a Desert Eagle because it's like the best gun, Widowy, and then defend myself against the demons, Widowy, because they're all zombies, Widowy.
Fuck that.
That smell, dude.
Did you fart again?
Sure.
It smells like he did.
Not yet, dude. If I fart again, I'm gonna shit myself.
Hell yeah.
Dude, have you ever had like those farts in your car where you're like, oh, I almost certainly
3
just
times
shit
on my way to work this morning, and then twice on my way home.
Dude, here's the thing. I fart like once a month, but it like builds up, so it's like the worst fart you'll ever smell. But it's like
Jesus
once a
Christ.
month.
Wait, so you don't fart when you take a shit?
That's this period.
Not really. Not really.
Dude, farts scare the shit out of me. They used to be like funny, but like
Scare you?
after,
Why?
No, I mean like whenever I have them because like there was like I had like some close calls because I don't have those close calls all the time, so I'm not used to them. But like I had one where I was like about to go on a date with a girl, and then I thought I shit myself, and I was like, well, I have to pull over now and make sure I didn't just shit myself.
My ex would say it's because I forced it out. I'm like, I'm not forcing it. It just comes. It's just there.
Dude, if you tried to force a fart, you might accidentally shit yourself.
I mean, obviously, yeah. But hey, but sometimes when it's knocking at the door, you gotta let it open a little bit. You gotta peep and just see who,
You just got a loose butthole, that's all.
Well, wait, so what's the worst time you've ever actually shit your pants then?
Oh, it was like a few months ago. It was like
I think a
few
year
months
ago, I like full on, like it was just like Hershey squirts. Just I like just had the diarrhea after that.
Where were you?
Sick.
Were you at home or in public?
Thank God I was at home. Like I was, like I had just gotten home and I was like, did I really just shit my pants right now? And then, but before that, it was like 6 months. And then before that, so I'm on my longest stint since I've shit my pants.
You have streaks.
Dude, I got. I'm on my longest streak right now. If you know what I mean.
Skin mark.
Dude, one time in high school, it was like
But we're back, baby.
one time in high school, I was getting towards the end of the day, and I was like, I'll just shit like after. I'm not gonna go out and have to come back and get all my shit. And so I was like, all right, I'll just push it. And then there's like every bathroom I was going to was filled up, and so I finally got to one. And then, like, as soon as I pulled my pants down, and I was like, fine. And then I shit a little bit in my pants, like, before I could even hover over the toilet. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Did you sneak your underpants down underneath your shirt? Wrap it up in some paper towel and just sneak it out.
Oh no, dude! At that point, you just got to cut your losses, throw their underwear in the fucking trash, and go
Take the
home.
underwear
Yeah,
away.
with
It
a
was
full
the end of the
bathroom of
day.
people.
No, dude, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, I'm taking my underwear off and
dude.
leaving them on by the
yeah.
toilet.
You just- yeah, you don't
That's
even
someone
take
else's
them.
problem now.
We had this guy once shit himself, but like he was like trying to run to the bathroom, but we were on the other side of the building. So he's right there. He's right by the fucking cafe, and he just loses control and it slips down his fucking pants and like leaves this long fucking trail all the way in the bathroom. Gets it, shits, gets out. No, look, obviously he's like, oh my God, I have shitty pants. Goes to the fucking sink and tries to wash it out. So now there's a trail of shit in this bathroom. And there's like one of the, dude, it's still stained to this day. Like it's discolored. It's disgusting, man.
Dude, that's
Every time I
pretty
go to
bad
that
touch.
bathroom too, it's like, oh, dude, there's the sweatiest ass. The sweatiest ass just eating all the carne asada fries. Just,
Dude,
Just
one time,
sweating shit.
dude, it's horrible. Welcome to Fart Talk, everybody. This is Food Talk. This is everyone's
of course,
favorite.
we keep it classy
I mean, it
on the
evolved
Nate
Classy
show.
on the podcast. What's up, Jim Bros? I'm sorry Jake's not here. I'm tailing in his place. What's up,
Jim Bros.
Jim Bros? You're
No.
my number one fan.
My worst time I shit myself was like a few months ago, Halloween.
Oh, dude.
Dude, I've told this story before
What were you dressed
on
as?
stage. I was dressed in a sexy nun costume. A sexy nun costume. Dude, honestly, that made my legs look so fucking good. I got like 3 compliments because I performed with that on stage too. And there was like a couple of women that were like, "Hey, your legs look really good." I was like, "Thank you. Thank you." Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna go to a party in the costume. I took 2 grams of mushrooms before I was going to go. I knew that it would like loosen your muscles, but not the butthole muscles.
Those are
I didn't know
poppers.
that was a thing. And I call my girlfriend at the time, and then I'm like, okay, I got to the party. I'm going to hang up, and I need to go inside and go to the party. As soon as I hang up, I immediately start to shit myself in my own car.
Oh my god.
And I start to panic, and I like take a coffee cup that was like empty.
Oh my god.
It was like in my center console, and I fucking nailed it, dude. I got like 90% in the coffee cup.
What'd you do with the cup?
So I got mostly on the coffee cup, some on my hand. I had a poop hand.
Okay, that's fair.
And it looked like a Frosty from Wendy's.
2 girls, 1 cup, kind of.
Yeah,
one
it
nun,
was
one cup.
very liquid. So I was like,
Can we stop talking about food?
so I was because I was high, and I was like, well, I have to go clean up, and
Frank's got
I go to a gas station. I'm like, hopefully they have a public restroom. Not only did they not have a public restroom, they also didn't have an outdoor garbage can. So I just like had my cup of poop, and I was just like, I can't take this inside, so I just like set it by the front door.
Oh my god.
So someone just like is gonna find a cup of poop.
You should have just like thrown it against the building.
No,
Just let a cake on there and just.
Should have thrown it through a window.
no, I don't want the cops on me if I'm on mushrooms and in none cop.
True. Some small stiff man threw a cup of poop.
Yeah.
dressed as a nun. That's just another Tuesday in Reno.
Yeah, this is like I feel like after this I'm like fully acclimated into Reno because this is like the most Reno story ever.
Have you
It was
seen the
awful.
guy downtown that carries a whip?
Oh yeah, Whip Boy.
Yeah, Reno whip guy.
Yeah,
They tried to ban him.
yeah, they did. They banned him. Yeah,
They did.
You
Oh,
can't have whips at gas stations now, I guess, and
Just
you
in
can't.
gas stations?
I mean, like that's what I was told.
It's,
Dude, he's
it's
just Indiana
mainly
Jones.
homeless people. That's why.
Well, it sounds like a gun too, so you can't crack whips. Apparently in the city limits, you're not allowed to crack whips anymore because it sounds too much like a
It's
gunshot.
like a noise thing. Yeah.
Dude, that is hilarious.
wonder-
I've seen him downtown just walk like by the
Yeah,
like
they
this amphitheater, just like sitting there, just whoosh,
Oh yeah,
whoosh,
Yeah,
and I was like,
they banned it for the gun noise, yet they still do hot August nights.
Right.
they get
It's
a
just,
permit.
or 4th of July, just a bunch of the poor veterans, dude. Just
dude, that shit is awful. All the motorcycles and shit, and they like to be loud, like as loud as possible. So
Oh,
they'll be
yeah.
under the underpass, like a gang of them, and fucking they'll all rev it. Dude,
It's so cool when they're so loud, dude. I want
Oh,
to
it's
suck
really
their
cool.
dicks, man.
Oh, dude.
When a guy in a Harley that goes like 80 miles an hour, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, rev that engine. Let me suck your little dick, dude. Fucking do it.
dude,
I
it's
love
like
it when they
teenage
look back and
girls.
they're just like, yeah, and they're all greasy and big and
Yeah.
burly.
I like
Yeah.
They smell like cheap whiskey and cigarettes and the wind and freedom.
Oh, dude. Just suck down that PBR and kiss me.
Skin marks all the way.
Skin marks all the way.
dude, I would
Have
never
you ever
even
been so turned on that you get a skid mark?
I'm skidded up right now, baby.
so hard you shit your pants.
I'm okay.
Do you know what a blumpkin is?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, imagine if you could come and shit at the same time. It'd be like your body was taking
Is that
a
what a blumpkin
screenshot.
is?
It's whenever you're
Yeah.
taking a shit and getting a blowjob.
What would that be called? Be a scum?
No, it's a blumpkin.
Shit and coming at the same time?
I'm scumming it,
I'm scumming. Babe, I'm scumming.
babe. I'm gonna scum.
Gonna scum down your throat.
I'm gonna scum drop the S.
Oh my god.
Did you guys ever go look at like the dumb Urban Dictionary like definitions and just
Oh,
get like
yeah.
on a string of them?
Oh, for sure. Those
How
are the
old were you
best.
when you did that?
Probably 12, 13, right around there. Same time you start like figuring out porn, like online porn, or beating off. How do you remember the first time you beat off?
I
Everyone
do.
remembers the first time you beat off.
Not really.
Dude, the
But
first
it's like
time-
a general area.
The first time I beat off, I didn't even know how to beat off because I was like 11.
Oh, dude, I used
So
to.
I literally would just rub my dick against stuff
Yeah.
until I would eventually come. And I didn't know, like, it literally, I did that for like 6 months before one of my friends finally told me, like, bro, you can just do this.
Yeah, what I did is I would just flick it up and down like this. Just like,
Oh, dude. So I remember the progression of like my dick getting at least bigger, like being a teenager. So when I first used to masturbate, I used to do this, like cup my hand and just like
that's an interesting. I need
in
to
the
try
palm
that.
of my hand, and then like because I remember looking at my dick, I'm like, okay, it's 2 fingers.
I want to try that technique.
And then it wasn't until later I was like, oh wait, hold on, I can actually hold it like this.
Dude. The first time I jerked off, I was in 4th grade and I came home and fucked the pillows in the living room. And then my brother walked in and he was like, you need to not do that ever again. And then he was like, this is how you, like, explain how to do it. He's like, do that in the bathroom.
He found out.
He walked in while I was doing it. And I was like,
You're just balls deep in a pillow, just
Dude.
grandma's pillow, just like
and I was
extra
fully
sparkly.
clothed. I was just sitting there humping the pillows like in the living room.
You're just dry humping the pillow till you came in your
You're
pants.
like, I'm
Yes.
playing cowboy. This is a weird.
And he obviously knew what the fuck was going on. I was like, oh.
Hey, dude, that shit. Sometimes little boys be little boys.
Yeah, first time I did it, I was watching like the original Superman movie, and it was in the living room with my parents.
Titanic for me.
Titanic.
Well, I was
Caddyshack.
yeah, I was like I was
Shrek the Third.
So I was like sitting like this and I had a blanket over so no one could see, and it was just in the living room. And then I didn't know that this happened, but I just started touching it. I was like, oh wait, I like this. So I kept doing it. And we watched like the first 4 Superman movies all the way through. I jerked off 4 times during those 4 movies. Just going like this underneath the,
Dude, you're like,
the
this
blanket.
is fucking awesome. What is
I was
this?
like, oh my God, I should be doing this all the time.
Fuck Legos and G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
I think I was in a car trip once and I was just doing the thigh thing. I was like,
I did that, in 7th grade. I remember I was like 12, 13. Like, oh, wow.
Oh yeah, you're just sitting there. You're like, oh, I saw this one booby.
I used to try and watch porn on my DS, but like you couldn't.
Oh, you totally could. We pulled it up.
You couldn't like
You can watch porn on a Nintendo DS.
On
Yeah, if
Mine-
you connected it to Wi-Fi.
you could get it on the internet, but for mine, I don't know what was wrong with it, but like I could get to the thumbnails and like click it, but then the video just wouldn't play. So I would just jerk off to the thumbnails and be like, "That's a good one,
That's a good one.
dude." Nice.
Dude, I remember,
I gotta take a break.
I remember when I was, I think like, I was probably 11, 12, like just figuring out porn or whatever, and my mom had a laptop, so I just was like looking up like pictures of boobs or whatever, and I found some, was like, oh, this is nice, boobs, woo. And then I don't know what happened, but like the computer got a virus or something, so I couldn't.
froze?
Yeah, it froze, and I couldn't get off of that picture. And I was like, fuck, I don't know what to do. And the laptop was right next to the sink, and my mom was going to be home in like 10 minutes, so I was like, fuck it, and I just
I'm
threw her laptop
sacrificing it.
in the sink.
You're like, "Mom, I don't know what happened. Your
And then,
laptop
like,
fell in."
I waited for it to like short out or whatever until I knew it was broken, and then I took it back off and just set it next to the sink because she would always do dishes and water would get everywhere. So I was just like, "Yeah, Mom, you must have broke your laptop from doing dishes. What are your fault, not mine."
She probably opened it up and there's still water in the keys and
Oh, there
shit.
totally was. I don't know how she didn't. I mean, she might have known. Who knows?
She was just like, "What? No, there's no way." She would have definitely said something.
Yeah, she did. Especially my mom. She would have been. That would have been like, we're going to church.
Dude, my
Going
mom,
to church.
she would have been like, what happened to the laptop? Because like I would have just not admitted what I was doing, but I would have been like, I have no clue what happened to the laptop. And then eventually my dad would have got home and interrogated me, and then I'd be like, all right, this is what happened,
All right. Don't tell Mom, but I was looking at boobs.
dude. And then he would probably break my wrist by high-fiving me too hard. Dude. I was thinking about a bit where it's like, it's okay for like my son to fuck like a teacher, and as long as it's like a female teacher that I deem hot enough. So like if I showed up to the school and like I had like a son and a daughter, and they're like, Mr. Holland, we have to tell you that your child has actually got caught having sex with an adult. Like one of our faculty here, I'd be like, oh my God, which one? And then like my reaction is fully based on like, if it's my son,
high fives.
hell yeah, we're getting high fives all around. Well, I would be like, can I see the picture of her
Which
first?
teacher was it?
Dude, and if it's an ugly one, I'd have to go kill her with my bare hands and be like, I was so enraged that she raped my son.
Oh, that's how I lost my virginity.
To a teacher?
Raping your son?
Yes and yes. No, I don't know what we were talking about. Sorry, I had a very unprofessional me. I had to go take a pee-pee. I had to go take a leak. But
Everyone's
yeah,
got a
no, I
Jane the
lost
Snake.
my virginity. I was like 17 or whatever, and my mom's friend, like, was one of my mom's friends. She would always come over and stay. And
Was she hot or was she just like?
she was hot. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I probably shouldn't talk about it anymore. 'Cause
That's fair.
nobody knows about it.
Dude, I just had to ask because like fucking on this podcast, I admit openly that I fuck horrendous women. Like the other night at Patty and Irene's, like last week, I was trying to fuck this like probably 65-year-old lady. It was so
Nothing wrong
funny.
with that. Huh? So there's nothing wrong with that.
Dude, then this dumb Puerto Rican bitch, she didn't tell me
There's
that she
something
was,
wrong with that.
She didn't tell me that she was Puerto Rican, but like just based on her attitude, I knew she was Puerto Rican. She like comes up and she's like, "Oh, are you two fucking?" And I was like, "Well, probably not anymore." And she's like, "Oh, well, like you should just like be direct and tell her you're trying to take her to the bathroom and fuck." And like she's saying this like, "That's the girl, you're me."
Right. And you're the Puerto Rican.
And she's just like saying this like loud as fuck, and I'm just like, okay, well, like it was nice to meet you.
She
And
was
like,
probably trying to fuck you.
dude, she was hideous. I would have never.
Well, I mean, you're trying to fuck a 65-year-old. You probably thought you
But
had
she
a
was
chance.
fat. And I shouldn't say that because I have fucked fat bitches before and then woke up
Yeah.
the next morning like, ugh. Dude, that stink doesn't wash off you in the shower. That shame hangs with you.
Oh, it definitely does.
Dude, but she's like, I'm like, fine, it was nice to meet you, and like shook her fucking hand. And then she's like, what a bitch ass handshake. And I'm like, this bitch is just really trying to like not let me fuck this gilf.
I mean, she was probably just pissed because you wouldn't fuck her. Like I'm
could've done
telling you,
it.
man, she was sabotaging because she was trying to get it.
We could have done a disgusting three-way.
Oh God, imagine the smell. 65 and fat pussy.
I was gonna say, fat pussy's gonna smell like fast food, and the old bitch is gonna smell like library books.
Oh god, that's disgusting.
Dude,
Oh shit.
last
Like
night,
onions and cheap wine.
oh my god, poorly aged rotted wine.
Just not stored correctly. It's just pure vinegar.
Maybe some Gruyere.
Ooh, it's definitely not Carlo Rossi.
I feel like a piece of shit because I have no idea what wines are.
You don't know what wine is?
No, I know what a wine is. I'm saying like those are
What's the
wine
difference?
names. I assume.
Yeah,
dude.
Carlo Rossi's that big jug of like sangria you get. It's like, what
Like
all
the box wine.
No, that's Franzia.
Nice.
There's multiple brands of box wine.
Yeah, but come
Yeah,
on,
I
Franzia's the
honestly-
best.
yeah, I don't really know that.
Franzia's Sunset
It's
Blush.
the White Claw of wine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true
it's
because
delicious.
that's the first thing you think of when you think of Franzia is box wine. You're like,
Oh yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Or the box wine, which is box wine.
There's a- Wait. So there's a company called The Box Wine.
I think so.
Oh shit.
Yep. Yeah, they sell
pretty
like
big.
hand box wines too, I think. In
Oh,
the
it's like
store.
the cartons, right?
Yeah,
Look
no,
like the milk
that's the
cartons.
black box.
I thought that was just for like fucking housewives.
I mean, it is, but
Have you been home alone on a spring afternoon
Drinking wine? No.
drinking wine?
Feeling fine all the time.
the one time
Doing crime.
the one time I drank box of wine, hours later I ended up I started pregame with box wine, and then I woke up in a jail cell because I got roofied the next day.
Yeah, wait, you were in jail?
Yeah, I got roofied and put in jail.
They're like, fuck this
Yeah,
guy.
they were like, yeah, fuck, pretty much.
God
It was
damn.
like a month after I turned 21.
Oh my god!
It was awful.
Was it just because you were like passed out, or were they like, oh, this guy got
I don't
roofied?
know. I was fucking. I
You
didn't
literally
remember
don't know. It was
anything.
like the movie The
I remember.
Hangover.
So I remember drinking the box wine, walking to a bar in Wyoming called the Cowboy, of course, and then I walk in. Just a flood of people pass by me, super weird at the same time, and all leave. And I'm by myself at this bar, and it's two bartenders. I order a Budweiser, and then the bartenders proceed to make out with me right in front of me for like 20 minutes. And then the last thing I remember is waking up in a jail cell.
God damn.
What the fuck?
Apparently, I got arrested at a completely different bar at like 4 a.m.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was awful.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Like, if you're going to drug me, just tell me.
I can't remember where I heard the story, but there was a dude that like he got roofied because he was at a frat party, and he took like there was a girl who like got the roofie drink, and like he was like, she's like, I don't really want this, and the guy's like, oh, I'll take it, downs it, and the guy's like staring at him like, and he didn't know why until the next morning when he woke up.
Wait, what are you guys doing tomorrow?
Getting roofied.
Work
What time?
like night.
Yeah, I work at
What
night
am I doing
too.
tomorrow? What am I doing tomorrow? Probably just going to go to the gym, go grocery shopping, do some laundry, work on some writing.
You guys
eat
want to
off.
just should we just go get super drunk?
I mean, I don't drink anymore, but I'll like
Or-
do other things.
Get super high?
Yeah, I'll do
I'm
that.
down to get super high.
Can we pause and then come back super high?
Oh, I don't want to get super high right now. I got
Not
to
right
drive
now.
home.
Oh, damn it.
But Zen destroyed me. I mean, if you want to smoke after and then chill, we can.
Damn.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah,
Trying to
sounds
do a
fine.
bit.
I didn't know if you'd.
I was trying to do a bit.
Sorry, guys. I'm a little stoned myself. I hit that oil a little too hard.
Hell yeah.
Last night at Patty and Irene's, I think I had one of the worst. I mean, I can't even really call it a set, but like the people were talking like so loudly that literally 85% of the people in the bar couldn't hear me with the mic. And like that was happening for the first like 2 people that went up. And I was just like, yeah, no one's paying attention. I'm getting off stage.
You've had super bad luck lately because also I think it was
Dude.
it was Wednesday at the library. Some random person just interrupted your set and started saying, the children upstairs, the children of the church are sleeping. I need you to stop what you're doing. And started yelling at them. Do you remember
Dude,
that?
I remember
It
it
was
coming on, but I didn't hear what she was saying.
Yeah, she was like, you need to be quiet because there are children upstairs sleeping. And that we're like,
We could just hear nothing. Just
yeah, and she's like,
say
what do you...
vulgar shit.
Dude, I was just,
No, she was full of shit. There's no children sleeping
it was in the
upstairs.
library.
Yeah, it was at the library bar.
Well, yeah, upstairs is the Seagull Suites.
Yeah.
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 What?
Well, I mean, there could be
Yeah,
children sleeping up there.
Yeah, but she was out of her mind. She was like, well, I am the law.
Yeah,
She said, I am the law, and what I say goes or whatever. And
The bartender was just like,
was
"Get
like,
the fuck out."
Yeah, she was just like, you have to leave. And then she eventually left. But I felt really bad for you because you're like, well, I guess that's the end of my set.
I was like, I can't say anything that's going to be more entertaining than what just happened.
Yeah,
and
that
then
was-
put the mic up and walked off stage. I was like, I'm not going to do anything now because like I don't
Just
know.
killed any potential for you to be funny after that.
I already
It was
didn't think I
awful.
was going to do well, and I was like, yeah, that.
Yeah,
okay.
you were already having a rough night.
Yeah, I know. And then fucking the bitch, that homeless bitch, I'm sure she was homeless, just walked in and started speaking nonsense.
Wait, so there was 2.
No,
No,
there's
no, that's
one.
the-
That was the homeless woman.
Oh, wow. Okay, so she was probably... Wow, I mean... Sure it wasn't just Ghislaine Maxwell?
Ghislaine Maxwell in the disguise as a black lady.
What's going on with that? So, did you see? Okay. Conspiracy theories. So,
Oh, I love conspiracy theories.
The attorney general for the U.S. Virgin Islands
Yes.
got fired the weekend the weekend she was, filing a suit against J.P. Morgan for funding Epstein's shit. Mm-hmm. She gets fired. Now, what happens to Ghislaine Maxwell or whatever her name is?
Well, so she already went
So-
to she already went to trial and got sentenced, but it fucking
what did she get sentenced to?
I don't know if it's been disclosed.
What
but
is
I know
the blacklist? There's a list
they're
somewhere.
not going to give that. Well, so the U.S. Virgin Island district attorney. So the same weekend she got fired, Biden went to the Virgin Islands for vacation.
Yeah, that's. Is there like, what's going on with that? Is there any like discourse going on? Like,
Oh,
hey,
he
like-
definitely told her to fucking, or he went. I mean, conspiratorial again, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously, if the president's going to a place where they're investigating the government and like, or not the government, but you know what I mean, like high level people involved in pedophilia.
Yeah,
And then he goes there on vacation, and then she gets fired the next day. It's like, come on,
it's a little too.
Yeah,
it's a little too
like-
close there, buddy.
it's just a little something's happening. Something's happening.
I have no idea what any of you are talking about.
You don't know about the Jeffrey Epstein thing?
I know about Jeffrey Epstein,
It's
but
the
is there
reason
like
why we have open borders, is so we can have open human trafficking. That's why they want to keep the borders open, so that way they can keep snagging little girls and boys over and just be like, dude, I can't get all the money, because all the money is in human and sex trafficking and money laundering.
I literally can't think of any other reason why you would want to have the
But
border
they're the
open.
truth. Twitter
to get
files.
to get drugs in, to get drugs and human trafficking. I mean, like, it is obviously, it sounds conspiratorial, but like when you look at it objectively, not thinking it's a conspiracy, logically it makes sense. Not to say it's definitely true, but if you were trying to smuggle in a lot of drugs and a lot of people, it would help if the border was open.
also
Wow, you fucking Trumper.
also honestly also what would be
Fuck out of here.
also what would be super helpful. Our visa process is awful. We only let in a tiny bit of immigrants each year. Mm-hmm. There's a ton of people from Mexico and all these Central American countries that are seeking asylum. Open borders. They just are in America and they're in a better environment now. That would be way
Then
better.
our shit's gonna be shit.
No, it's not.
It's already shit.
Just because immigrants are coming doesn't mean it'll make it worse.
No.
Well,
it definitely
I think though
won't.
you definitely need. I think the immigration process needs to be revamped because
Because it's super racist and xenophobic.
I mean, I think that they definitely should have a better process because, like, if you do it like legally, it does take a very long time to become a U.S. citizen, get a visa. So that obviously I think should change because there are a lot of people with very valid asylum claims. But if you have open borders and you just let tens of thousands of people in every month, that's going to overload the system to the point where it can't handle it. I mean, it's already not able to handle it.
Yeah,
the Border Patrol already cannot, like, they don't have the resources or the men to do their job effectively because there are so many people already coming in. So I think that there's
I
definitely...
don't know if that's necessary.
Politics. All right, let's get off that topic. That's a slippery slope to go down. Let's not talk politics. I'm sorry. I'm the one who fucking.
Yeah, you're the one who brought it in, and now you're trying to put the genie back.
You're like politics, and then you're like, what are you doing? Stop doing that.
Stop doing that. You're digging yourself a hole, buddy.
Would you rather have no legs or be retarded?
How retarded are you?
Down syndrome.
What's the
Fuck,
difference?
no legs.
Nah, dude.
No,
Down
like, dude,
syndrome.
you can get like prosthetic legs. You guys remember the South African sprinter with like the blade legs
Yeah,
that
those
killed his
don't
girlfriend? Hey, if you have no legs, you can get fake legs. If you're retarded, there's no way to cure Down syndrome. They can't give you the chromosome.
Yeah, but then you could have the raddest life for the rest of your life.
Yeah, if like you
I mean,
live
if you
with a
have-
rich
I'm like-
family.
yeah, if you have a family who takes care of you, like,
Not
I feel
even
like
that, dude. Even if you're poor, have you seen poor Down syndrome? Dude, they're stoked all the time.
that is true.
Could
That
I
is a
do
good
a
point.
compromise where I keep one leg and Emily kind of dumb?
Like autistic?
Dude, autism
Yeah,
doesn't count as full
well, then that would just be
retardation.
me now, just with one leg.
Dude, I would definitely go retarded. I can't go without legs.
Not even if you
Not
get
even
fake
if you got
legs?
prosthetics.
Wait, okay.
Do you really love wiggling your toes in the sand that much?
Yes, dude. I
That you
don't
want to
know.
be
That'd be so
Yes, you know how
weird.
rad that would be.
Dude, to have fake legs. That would be. Well, I mean, they're pretty good at them now, I guess. But
Oh, they're super good at it. You get like fucking legs that are better, like legs that are better than what you have now.
what if you like if you couldn't get fake legs and you had to just be like legless or retarded?
Still legless.
Really?
Yeah, I'm still taking
Yeah.
legless.
I'm already like pretty retarded, so I guess that's just steal moments bit. But dude, that Zen killed me. I like started sweating and shit. I'm fucking dying.
Wait, may I have one of those?
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you, sir.
What are those?
Dude, I'm about to lean
Zins.
back.
They're like little
Poison.
nicotine pouches.
Are these 3?
Sixes. Come on, Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Yeah, baby. This is what made him sweat. How do I open?
Dude, I have to literally lay back. I'm dying.
You're getting all dizzy and shit.
Did I open it right?
Yeah, you got to line up the arrows.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's not a pop. You got to twist.
Oh, that's it.
Twist and pop.
Twist and shout.
That's how I give head.
Twist and shout.
Wait, where are the arrows? Oh, these arrows. Aha!
I knew you could do it. I
Sweet
believe in you.
liquid.
Liquid.
Those aren't made of liquid.
Now it's made of liquid.
It's liquid when you
So how you
farts
guys
it
been
out.
doing? What's been going on in the lives of Wilburson and Stephen Norman and Nathan Holland?
What's been going on? Shit.
What's been popping?
My house flooded quite a bit like a week ago because of all the snow and rain, so that sucked.
Damn, that sucks. Moment.
Dude, fucking nothing's been going on. Just been doing comedy and fucking working a lot.
Where are you doing comedy now?
Coffee and comics, and I mean, like right now here, ideally. Yeah. What do you mean, where am I doing it? You know where I'm doing it.
Same places we all are.
Same places we always are, man.
Good times. Nathan, how about you, buddy?
Dude, I'm fucking dying off this in right now.
ABCD, what's up?
I fucking, I don't know, just been bombing at different comedy shows and doing work and smoking a lot of weed. And the other day I ate a girl's pussy, and then the day after I didn't brush my teeth, and I woke up with a horrible taste in my mouth.
You mean the best taste in the world?
No, it was like a filmy thing. And I decided from that point on, if I eat a girl's pussy, I'm going to spit in their face so they have a little taste of it as well.
That's hot.
Have you ever had
That's fucking hot, dude.
Have you ever had sex like in the morning and then just gotten to work and just had that must?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That sex must? And you're just like,
Not necessarily morning, but like...
you go stop at the urinal, you get a little whiff of it, you're like,
Did I tell you how, like, at my job, I can, like, come home, like, mid-shift and, like, chill for, like, 5 hours and then go back?
That's dope as hell. I did not know that.
Well, I fucking, that's whenever I fucked that bitch. And, like, I went back to work, like, after that and then passed out in my car because why not? And then fucking woke up the next morning at work, like, ugh.
you fucked a chick at work?
Technically, yeah.
In the parking lot?
No, I said I'd come back here.
Oh, you came. Okay.
Because I, like, finished my work at, like, fucking 9 p.m. and, like, we punch in at, like, 6:30. And it's a 12-hour shift. So, like, I had to go back to, like, do one last thing at, like, 3 a.m. And so, like,
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. Well, like, I'm not supposed to be here in the first place. But it's, like, I don't need to be doing anything basically from, like, 9:30 to, like, 3 a.m. So I'm like, all right, I'll just come home, smoke, play video games, and then go back.
What do you have to do at 3
Oh my
a.m.?
god. Should delete that.
I don't give a fuck if they did find this specific podcast, they'd have to watch an hour in and then they'd get to that. But I am going to clip that and probably post it on my Instagram.
Clip everything, dude. Clipped.
Dude, I got a lot from our last episode.
Moment, are you clipped?
Yeah, dude.
Will,
Dude, okay, so you know what's
You
weird
mean like
about that?
circumcised?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have an aardvark. I'm clipped up.
I
Clipped
didn't-
up, Nathan, are you clipped?
Yeah, of course.
Damn, we're
I'm
a
not
room full
freak.
of circumcised men.
We're a room full of mutilated
Here's-
freaks.
Until I was 24, I didn't realize I was circumcised.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was either until
I knew what it... I thought
I was like 13, dude.
I thought I was uncircumcised until I was like, oh, I guess I'm circumcised.
I remember.
Honestly, it was porn. And I was like, what the fuck? Why do these guys' dicks look weird? And
I thought that's what I thought was an uncircumcised penis was.
Like the normal dicks on
dick.
porn.
Oh.
porn dick.
Yeah, that's what I thought uncircumcised penis was. And then I actually looked it up. I was like, oh, everyone's circumcised in porn. I'm uncircumcised. I'm circumcised. Oh.
Dude, I remember, I was probably like 7 or 8 years old and I went to summer camp. And I remember we had like gone kayaking or some shit. And then we went into like the showers, shower, and then you have like dinner or whatever. And there was this kid and he was uncircumcised, but I didn't know what being uncircumcised was. So the extra skin or whatever was like covering his dick. So I thought this dude didn't have a tip of his dick. And I thought that's what being circumcised was. I thought that if you were circumcised, they just cut off the tip of your penis. And then you just have like a weird open hose.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, no, I didn't sleep for like 3 days.
Nice.
It took me a long time to realize that, like, you know what docking is?
Docking, yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah.
took me a long time to find out that you had to be, like,
That's a really specific scenario.
dude.
Yeah, there was one kid in our scout troop who was uncircumcised, and boy, did he get it.
He got dogged
What
so
do you
hard.
mean by it?
Even the retarded kid in the scout troop was circumcised.
Oh, I thought you were going to say even the retarded kid made fun of him.
Well, I mean, yeah, because he had to join in on the fun at some points.
Dude, that's the best.
What's up,
Whenever he says
everybody?
something, it completely kills the conversation. Dude, turkey is I don't know. I was gonna bring up the fact that they're about to like take over Syria, maybe, but that's not
No,
really.
they won't.
Are you talking about Turkey, the country?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I thought you were talking about the bird.
Poor.
They're missing the mayo and the toast.
Dude, Turkey.
Dude, I
What's your-
love Turkey.
You do?
I lived there for 3 months.
Oh, the country. Okay, again, I thought we were talking about the bird again.
Dude, bird,
Yeah, I just love birds, man.
Well, no, like eating
Where'd you live?
turkey. Because, like,
I lived in Istanbul.
oh, that's fun.
Yeah, yeah. It was fucking legit.
You see the Hagia Sophia?
By me not understanding what that is,
The giant mosque that was originally an Orthodox church.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. The mosques were legit. I didn't go there often because I don't pray, but like,
Yeah, but it'd be cool to like go look at like once or twice for
Yeah.
sure. It's like a museum. I mean, it's so old. It's basically like a museum piece, but it's a massive building.
yeah, yeah. And
How many
they're just
people died here?
dude, you know,
not enough.
I was gonna say you should go and fucking get one back on them and suicide bomb them in the name of Jesus.
It's like
Be like, fuck you.
it's like yeah. Well,
That's
the
someone else's
beaches of
job.
France are just tainted. So you can't. What, you gonna go to Normandy and enjoy a nice day out on the beach?
Dude, there are probably some French people that have no idea what happened and they just go there and they like smoke cigarettes and are sad.
No, they get the memorial out there and a bunch of American flags.
Oh shit, have you been?
No, but I've seen pictures on
Yeah,
Google.
you didn't see Saving Private Ryan?
I saw the movie. Yeah, I know.
All that shit's still there. They didn't move it.
Yeah, all the dead bodies, they just left them there to
There's
rot.
a German bunker with a hole the size of this room.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Dude, whenever they got up to the bunkers, they would like just set niggas on fire with flamethrowers.
Oh yeah, they just have a guy or like throw grenades in and shit. Dude, imagine like forget about being an American storming Normandy. Imagine being a fucking German dude who has to defend Normandy.
No, dude, imagine being in the Pacific.
Oh, that'd be way
Oh
worse.
my God.
While this is just fucking raging. Like, they're, what, I think, yeah, because VE Day, everyone's like, all right, cool, yeah, we won the war in Europe. Pack your shit, you're going to the Pacific.
You're going to Japan, boy.
But, like, what they would do is they would throw, like, coconut, like, make, like, fake grenades to think that they would come out, and then they'd run out, and then just hose them down.
Oh yeah. It was
God
fucking
damn.
brutal.
Jungle warfare sounds like the scariest fucking shit to me.
Dude, I can't even, like, some guy, like, a couple guys driving on a boat, and you guys are on embankment, and just your entire platoon just gets wiped out. God, dude, it's fucking crazy.
Dude, like the Vietnam War is also scary for that same reason. And like they were just like, oh, let's drop like hella Agent Orange all over the place.
yeah.
Like,
Well, the thing is with like the Korean and the Vietnam War, the soldiers would wear canvas shoes, so you could when they would walk on the like the fourth floor, like even at night, like you couldn't hear anything. So they'd sneak up behind like kids in their foxholes and just slice their throats. Like oh my god, it's so fucking scary. Can you imagine just sitting there just shaking? It's like fucking minus 30 just in Korea. You're just shivering, and then some Chinese soldier comes up, slits your throat. God damn, dude.
dude, like the fucking Ho Chi Minh trails like blow my mind. Like
Oh,
you're just
that's
like
a crazy
walking through
one.
the jungle and then like a dude pops out from a fucking trap door, sprays at you, pops back down, and you have no fucking clue where he's at.
Oh yeah, or like the tunnel systems. Dude, imagine being the dude who has to go into the tunnel with just a hand.
That's why they send Forrest Gump in every time.
Forrest Gump, exactly.
Dude, I would just set fires at the top of them. But I mean, they had different like.
Oh, they were
fortresses.
massive tunnel systems.
Yeah.
Though. Like they could, you could blow, like throw a grenade in one and be like, "Oh, we got him." And meanwhile, there's like 9 other rooms
yeah,
where they're fine.
The crazy thing is that those tunnel, like what fucking Vietnam had been at war with a bunch of other shit and was just warring for like 70 years before that.
Oh, yeah.
So they were just fucking, these tunnels were just established. So we come in like, oh, hello. Like we can only see what's in front of us. Yet there's a huge network.
Well, dude, they never stopped fighting after World War II because, like, Japan took over them. And then, like, after that, before that, actually, it was French Indochina.
Yep.
And the French capitulated to Japan because they had gotten their ass kicked by Germany and couldn't do anything. And, like, after America went and freed them up, the French were like, well, that's our colony still. And, like, Ho Chi Minh loved America because we freed them. And he was like, you guys are the most free country. But France was like, well, they went there and got their ass kicked for, like, a solid, like, 2 years. And then after that, they were like, America, can you come save us? And we were like, no, fuck you. And like we were in the Cold War with Russia, and they're like, well, communism's looking really nice then, and like we might go join Russia. And so we got forced into it by France.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because France tried, like you said, like after World War II, they tried to reestablish the colonies, and then they fought against the VC or whatever for a long time, and then it was one country, and then the communists were like the North, and then the South was like the American ones. But yeah, no, it was a fucking, like that war was what, like from like 65 until like 72.
Dude, I
Which
don't
is
know the
nothing
years.
compared to like Afghanistan.
Dude, we were just
Fucking around there for 22 years.
What was brutal was right after, it was from 45 to 46 was the Greek Civil War, which the Democratic peoples or whatever, they were backed by the Soviet Union. And this was Winston Churchill's attempt to mitigate the spread of communism throughout Europe. This was the first, like, major altercation right after fucking Europe just finished a fucking giant war. Boom, next thing you know, communism comes up, they strike a coup, and then ultimately, so Winston Churchill had reached out to Truman for support, gave the support, they like won in a weird, like by the skin of the teeth, and Korea happens. So Korea happens is the same kind of spread because China had already fallen to communism, and so now communism is spreading throughout, you know, the Americans are posted up in Japan, so that was a huge strategic disadvantage now that Korea is being disrupted because it was already warring too. So you just go to these fucking just shitty states and you just plop all like a bunch of just warlords, and boom, now you have chaos and communism.
Dude, that's like kind of a similar story to what happens like everywhere. Like over in South America.
It's what's happening in the United States, baby. Let's bring back politics.
No, like in South America, there would be like the Spanish were controlling it, and they were like fascist people that were in charge of most of the states there. And then like people were like we were trying to bring democracy to them, and like they would have someone get voted in that was like a communist, and then like we would be like, well, even if they weren't a communist, they're just left leaning. They'd be like, well, we can't have that.
Yeah,
so we'd go
exactly.
overthrow him. Like in Chile with Pinochet, he was the dude we put in power because we were like, it's either him or the communist, and he started fucking doing work to his people. Like he did, he started a thing called Colonia Dignidad, where it was like literally Nazis that fled from World War II.
Oh yeah, Argentina had a ton of them too.
Dude, they probably, it wasn't from World War II. They were like bringing them up from Argentina.
I saw this meme or during the World Cup, and it was like, I can't remember what team it was, but the German team looking up at the Argentinian team. They're all blonde hair, blue eyed. If you look at the Argentina team, they're all blonde hair, blue eyed.
Dude, the French can never beat the Nazis, even if it's through another country.
I think it was the French that came up with like this whole thing. They're like, and they're like, I don't even remember, but it was funny. They're just shitting on other countries. It was like, if they even said that here, we get canceled for the slightest, like, it's like, wow, how could you be so racist against another country?
Because we're the best, and no one gives a fuck what stupid France has to say about anyone. Oh, France said we're dumb. It's like, congratulations, France. You are still the worst country in Europe.
You guys remember World War II, France? You remember who helped you out? Fuck you.
You remember who literally saved your life? Like, they would have probably lived, but it would have been under a German rule. Where it wasn't
for sure.
Good. Dude, Hitler had some cool plans though. Like he was gonna listen. He was gonna make this thing called
No, he did not.
it was called like the Germania World Capitol, and it was gonna be a building so tall and like so massive that clouds could form inside of it.
Oh, that's dope.
I mean,
That sounds like the tower that got smited by God.
The Tower of Babel.
Sure.
Jinx.
I owe you a Coke.
Reno Coke, though.
Oh yeah, which is really just Pepsi.
Dude, I was gonna say it's really just meth that's stepped on with baby powder.
Or a gel. I can't feel my face.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, dude! I'm just recovering from that fucking sin. Frank, how are you doing? Is that not killing you?
I'm pretty. I can't move my legs.
Dude,
I ran out of water too, so I'm like, all right, cool. Let's.
So you took no legs as a challenge then? Yeah. Like, I'm going to see if I can actually live without any legs.
Would you guys get a Neuralink?
What is that again?
The Elon Musk shit where he's gonna like put an implant in your brain where you won't have to talk.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Dude,
man.
Elon is a fucking moron. Fuck that guy. I
mean, you know what? That's part of some crazy rockets and Teslas.
He didn't.
I think Neuralink is
He's
part of
a
the
marketer.
crazy electronic conspiracy. Like they're trying to replace all of your appliances and goods and whatever you do that's electronic that they can have an override switch. Just
Yeah, it's like smart homes.
This is going to be like just in time, just all over again. We're going to have a soon of time on our wrists. And
Well, did you hear about? I think it was over the summer. I want to say it was in Colorado, but I can't remember for sure. But there was a community where they had like smart homes, installed. Like the whole like neighborhood had like the smart home things, and you could opt in to be a part of the smart home thing for energy saving, to say like, oh, look, you know, you can save energy if you just do what everyone else does. So what they did was they climate controlled everyone's AC. So in the middle of summer, you couldn't turn your AC under 70 to conserve energy, and people were furious because they didn't know that's what it meant.
And
but that's like the future
program to do that.
It sounds like living in a
fuck
black
that.
person's house. That's how my dad was, dude. He's like, you better not touch that fucking AC. I don't give a fuck how hot or cold it is. Dude, except for it's just some dude that's like bored and he's like, yeah, you guys, you're not going to be able to use your AC.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just some dude who's like, we've used a little too much energy this month. Lock, and then
It
you
sounds
can't
like
do
a
anything.
bad Twilight Zone episode. That's all it reminds me of.
Black Mirror, dude.
I wish it was.
Yeah, Black Mirror. Yeah,
Well, see,
yeah.
that's the crazy. So
I mean, we kind of are living a
No, we
Black
totally
Mirror
are.
episode.
That the guy
We
who
pretty
made
much
Black
are.
Mirror, the guy who wrote all the Black Mirror episodes and came up with it, he said the reason he's not writing anymore is because at this point there's so many things going on that he can't really satirize it because a lot of it's becoming real.
Yeah, you
Damn,
can't
so there's no
satirize
more?
real life. Yeah.
Damn,
it's fucking
dude.
wild.
Black Mirror is so fucking good. My
That's
favorite
such a good
episode
show.
is the one with the robot dog in black and white.
Ooh, that's a hella
Yep.
good episode.
That one scared the shit out of me when I watched it, like cheering for the girl. But then, like after I knew it happened, I watched it cheering for the dog, and it's so funny. Like whenever you see it running on a hill and shit, it looks
yeah.
so hilarious.
I think the scariest one is the White Christmas one.
White
with John
Christmas.
Cena.
Oh yeah,
that's a
Dude,
good
like,
one.
can you imagine? He's been in there for 8 minutes, and he's been in there like but
A
he's-
lifetime.
A lifetime. You know, like getting over this and like, dude, it's all mind fuckery.
And also, they basically forced him to do it. And like, well, you admitted to a crime, so now even though you're alive and you did help us, you're going to be in jail for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
And you-
Super manipulative,
my
super
God.
fucking shitty, man.
When it was like, do you remember the museum episode?
Yeah.
that one was my favorite. That one was the one with the weird like pain helmet thing. Oh,
And he started like spanking the bitches, and he was like, "Oh, I
and then he
love
started
this."
killing homeless people wearing it. He's fucking drilling into the dude's head.
That's the
and
natural
beating off.
progression of PDSM. You find yourself in the middle of a futuristic city, drilling a hole in the middle of a homeless dude's skull.
So you can feel that.
I'm tired of cleaning up your shit. Stop shitting outside my business. Oh, did you see the
Moment
video
with a cup?
of the guy? He was like outside of his business in San Francisco, and he was hosing down a homeless woman.
Yeah, I did see that
She's
shit.
just like,
She's like, no.
he's standing there, just like nonchalantly spraying this woman. She's just, stop it! I felt that's so bad, man.
I mean, but if
made
I
me
had a
laugh.
homeless guy sleeping on my doorstep, I wouldn't use like I'd be meaner than a hose.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
would-
basically what the person like. I get it. Like, obviously, you want to be empathetic, but if a dude is sleeping in front of your house and you didn't
Just
tell
call
him
the
he could,
police or something.
I'd call the boys in blue.
when you do call them, they don't do anything half the time.
I'd call the boys in blue, not the cops, but the firefighters. I'd have them tap me into the fire extinguisher, and I'm erasing the problem for good. They're never going to sleep in front of my house again.
And then you got to put out those pigeon spikes all over your yard.
Dude, it would be so funny because if I did that, they would be like the headlines would be like, "Racist store owner hoses black lady down with
I was
fire
in,
hose," and they would just like edit the part where it's me out, put like
You
a
can't see,
sticker,
all you can see is your hand.
and then it's the white part.
I think the move to get them to leave is make them even more uncomfortable. So like open the blinds and start like jerking off right in front of them. And just like, you better leave or else I'm going to finish.
Dude, they'd probably stand up and start. I mean, that
in
was
Portland,
San
they
Francisco.
finish you for you,
Yeah,
and then expect
Damn.
payment.
That's
Yeah.
their rent. They just give you sad hand jobs once a week.
It's only sad if you think it's sad.
yeah.
I think it's sad.
It's only sad if you're not on Valium.
I've been digging through your trash. Why'd you stop throwing it away?
Hell yeah.
Homeless people.
But yeah, I was in
Sad
Miami,
situation.
and dude, like I was in one of like the nicer districts downtown in like South Beach, and every spot that you can think of, there's fucking little like spike pyramids, like tiny ones, like. But lo and behold, there was a dude just like crimped in between them all, and they're like they're like weirdly spaced to like do so like they're offset, so it's like to really discourage it. I felt bad. I was like, oh shit.
He
But it was
molded
like
himself in there like Play-Doh.
it was like 3 a.m. and my stepbrother and I were just fucking just.
Walking around hammered, and you see a guy
That
that's
sucks.
like,
See, if I was in that situation, I would just like panhandle like $60 and go buy a sheet of plywood to just lay on top of them.
yeah. Dude. If someone saw you do that and they really like made you move, they'd have to be such a
Oh yeah, it's like, come on, man. This is a genius move for a bomb. We're trying to climb. I'm trying to make it look nice. I have a floor.
Dude, that type of I can't even think of the word for it. Intuition. Yeah, you should have a not be homeless. Just someone should hire that motherfucker. Like,
Ingenuity.
Ingenuity. That's what it is.
Intuition is like when you have a feeling and you do something, right?
Yeah, I probably sounded retarded for like 2 seconds. Nice.
Just put the mic.
I'm gonna let that's Jake's mic now permanently.
That was a hot queef.
I had a great intuition.
Yeah, your intuition smells like
Dude, that
shrimp.
Eggplant farm.
I can smell your intuition. It's making me hard.
What's the little moan?
I didn't mean to fire it directly onto the mic.
That's your stomach growling. Yes, you did, motherfucker.
Why'd you put the mic in front of your ass then?
I slipped.
Your intuition slipped in.
My intuition.
Well, if you didn't force it out, Frank.
I named my dick intuition.
Because it just slips.
I follow my intuition.
Dude, how much money would it take for you to fight a homeless dude?
$50.
$50?
It depends on the size.
I was gonna say it depends on the homeless dude. What if
Yeah.
it's like one of those giant
how
dudes
drunk
from
Well,
the
hold
bum
on.
fights?
Do I know for sure they don't have a weapon on them?
Yeah, no weapon, but they still might fucking bite
$50,
you, nigga.
yeah.
What?
$50. Dude, have you seen how emaciated and unhealthy the average homeless dude is? You could piece him up real quick.
That's fine.
You
but
guys
it takes
could.
one.
You guys could. I could not.
It takes like one bite, and then you have rabies.
You know what? I'm not
that's why you go
I'm not
get a
even
rabies
sure
shot.
if I could even win that. Like $50 and attempt it, but like, dude, who knows? They're on the streets. How many times do you think their life gets threatened?
Dude,
In a night? Like in a week.
A few
Right, but think
times.
about it. So for sure they have no weapons. The guy is probably not eating regularly. He probably has a
But-
drug problem.
But they
He
have
probably has
nothing to
mental
lose.
health.
But then next
They
thing you know,
have
it's,
nothing to lose.
Is there a chance the homeless guy could kill me?
it's
Yes.
low.
Yes.
Like
Yes?
if it's a
Okay.
homeless dude, he might be on crack, and it doesn't matter if you don't eat. It doesn't matter if you look emaciated.
Is it
Crackheads
okay.
are superheroes?
Am I going to get prosecuted if I kill him in the fight?
Probably not. It's a homeless dude.
Okay, then yeah, $50. Are you kidding me?
Dude, they just
This is a
find a
back
homeless.
alley near the train tracks.
It's going to be
kinda
like
fight.
bum fights 2.0.
Oh my god!
Didn't the guy like bite his thumb off in one of those?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Imagine getting front row seats to that.
Dude,
though.
that was peak, like, old internet. Like, peak classic internet.
Dude.
You could just find, like, oh, bum fights? What's this? Holy shit.
Live leak, man.
I was gonna say, I think peak internet was like 2 guys, 1 hammer.
Oh, the Pain Olympics?
Dude, all that shit.
Oh,
lemon
Pain
party.
Olympics.
Was it you that was talking about 1 man, 1 jar the other day?
Oh, yeah.
no,
the guy
not
in the jar.
one man.
Have you
Yeah.
seen that, Frank? 1 man, 1
Yeah,
jar.
the pickle jar.
Did you, when it breaks?
Oh my god! What if he had
There's
like?
this gift I remember in high school that I had. It was this chick with a gaping asshole that she was like bent over and it was just like this big, and this chick was eating Fruit Loops. Milk.
Oh,
I had another one where she was standing at the end of a table and some guy had a putter and just knocked a golf ball. And
you
the
see-
best one was this lady had stuffed like a pound, like one of those pound bags of gummy worms. And she shit it. Dude, it was like this giant log of coagulated gummy worms.
Did you ever see the beach ball one?
No.
So there's a beach ball, like a flat beach ball, not filled with air, in this chick's ass, and all you see is all that's exposed is the air thing, and a guy pumps it up with a bike pump.
What?
Oh no.
It wasn't like a big beach ball. It was probably only like
Big
a little
enough.
bigger than a
gonna
softball,
say,
but it was like bigger than a softball.
Have you seen videos of dudes pouring candle wax down their dick?
No, I
that's
draw the
wild.
line. I draw the line at like things happening. Like after the Pain Olympics, I draw the line at
Dude, that's a weird
guys
like.
doing stuff to their dicks.
I've asked
I
this
don't-
question before, but would you ever pierce your dick?
Absolutely not.
Probably not. No.
Maybe not the dick, but maybe the balls.
Wait, like the ball itself or the scrotum?
Well, it would be like the
Oh
sack.
my god!
Sack. Okay, the
I
scrotum.
can see that. I can see the sack like a little like a little septum ring
hilarious.
right underneath.
No, it'd be like an industrial piercing, like a straight line.
Oh my god.
Just like front to back.
Front to back.
Dude, no, what's cool about dick piercings, though, is you can put vibrating piercings in.
Yeah, like get an epidural. Like,
Yeah, but, like,
I feel like that might tear out.
Yeah, to me, doing stuff like that,
I mean, if you don't know how to use it.
doing like sex toy
don't.
stuff like that, where you have to pierce yourself, for me, it's kind of like the drug rule. Like, I won't inject myself with any sort of drugs. I will not pierce my body for sexual gratification.
Not even like an ear piercing or anything?
I mean, like, that's not sexual gratification.
Oh.
Well, do
Okay.
you have any tattoos?
Do I have tattoos? No.
Cool, you're a clean boy too?
Yep.
We can all be
Nice.
buried in Jewish cemeteries.
Yeah, we can.
Jewish cemetery?
I can't.
Because we don't have tattoos.
Oh, right.
I've got multiple tattoos. Spade.
Well,
no, it's not bad. It's
You got a
fine.
spade tattoo?
No, it's
You
not.
got spade.
That's what I was thinking he said.
You got spades. No. No, I don't have a spade. That would be weird.
Took him to PetSmart.
Weirder than that, there's a guy that tattooed Jaden Smith from the Karate, like at the Karate Kid age, on his fucking ass cheek.
No.
You don't
Why?
need,
Did he? Do you know why he did? He's just like, I like them.
no, he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna have the. I think it might be Steve-O.
Steve-O did
That sounds like a Steve-O move.
Wait, Steve-O has
Steve-O
a...
has like a little Jaden Smith. Either that or no. One thing that he definitely has is every tattoo that Angelina Jolie has, like her kids' birthdays and shit. Steve-O has it in the exact same spot.
That's awesome.
And I think he's also the one with the Jaden Smith tattoo, unless I saw that on like another Jackass.
Oh, wait, so he has a picture of Jaden Smith's
Yes,
face
yes.
on his ass.
from like the age of
Oh,
like.
shit. I
but
thought
it's
you were
like-
saying Jaden Smith had a picture of Steve-O's face on his ass.
No.
When he was in The Karate Kid,
Dude.
he got a tattoo of
Just for
Steve-O's
that?
face on his ass.
Dude, just this like one scene that you barely see. It's like,
Just like,
the director's
like,
cut. He's
fuck,
like,
was that Steve-O?
the director's cut. The guy like in the commentary is like, you can actually see right there. Yeah, Jaden Smith got a tattoo of Steve-O's face on his ass just for that.
When I was growing up, the lady across the street had this tattoo of a sun, like as a tramp stamp. So when she would get really drunk, we were like, dude, we were like 10, and like she had a couple kids, and my siblings and I were all around the same age. She would like pull out her ass and just flash everybody, and go, "Look at my shiny hiney!"
Oh my
Just
god!
yeah, traumatized us for.
I met a
for
bitch on
life.
Tinder that she had an
have
ass
her number?
tattoo.
No, I don't know. They're somewhere in fucking.
I want to see this shiny hiney.
I met a bitch on Tinder that had an ass tattoo where it was a sun around her asshole.
That sounds
Nice.
so
I was like,
painful.
that's so nasty.
Nice. No,
That was
that
just
is
her
that.
skin marks.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't you be worried about infection?
This
Because,
son
like,
is
you're shitting
crying.
there. You're literally shitting there, and it's fucking raw skin.
It wasn't like directly on the asshole, but it was like the sun is going out, and the asshole is like the center part.
Yeah, no,
but
exactly.
You see
So,
the
like,
rays.
as the shit comes out, like, it's gonna brush up against the tattoo.
Have you seen the picture of the guy with a tattoo of a cat on his stomach?
Yeah, the cat asshole's his belly button.
Sun tat. Dude, it's like asshole of the rising, the land of the rising asshole. That's what that is.
Japan should change that to their flag, but they'd have to blur it
Fucking
out.
asshole.
Yeah,
Instead of the red dot, it's
It's the red anus.
the red. Yeah.
it's like the baboon anus, the Native American assholes. Dude.
Chocolate covered raspberry.
All right, we can't get much better than that. We can go ahead and call it.
Hell yeah.
What's up,
Hell
Jim
yeah.
Bros? Hey, yo, we got shows coming
Oh,
up.
yeah,
Oh, shows.
February 11th.
Yeah.
I'll be a guest comic with Molman fucking featuring.
I'll be featuring Hell yeah at the Blind Onion.
Blind Onion. Fuck yeah. And then I got March 11th as well. Blind Onion with a bunch of cool people. We got some out of towners coming to that one as well. It'd be fucking fun. Yeah. So
Where's
come on
that
out.
at?
That's at the Blind Onion as well.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Orcs Blind Onion, you have any shows coming up, Will?
No, I don't have anything booked right now.
You have anything to promote?
Just myself.
Will Brisson. I'll put you guys' Instagrams and shit in that. Don't you?
Have you checked me out before? Myself.
Yourself?
Yeah.
I check you out every time I
got
see
3
you.
of them in.
I gotta get that third one.
You do the Coffee and Comics in Reno, right?
Coffee and Comics in Reno, Tuesdays at 7. Check
Sounds
it out.
good. We can call it.
Merry Christmas.